Anatomy, physiology, and living habitats of red panda. Introduction. The tanuki, also called the Japanese raccoon dog, is a subspecies of the Asian raccoon dog. In Japanese folklore, the tanuki is a benevolent but sneaky rascal, which is why its statues, featuring giant testicles and wide-brim hats, are sprinkled across many Japanese cities and towns. The animal has also appeared in popular culture. It starred in the film Pom Poko and Super Mario Bros. 3. Tanuki is popular in Japan. It is domesticated there and in other parts of the world too by wealthy individuals. However, it is native to Asia and survives mostly in the wild. The raccoon part of its name is confusing to many. They think the animal is a common raccoon relative. Although tanuki's facial features resemble those of a raccoon, the two species are not closely related. Tanukis belong in the canid family, with their close relatives being wolves, foxes, and domestic dogs. Some researchers have suggested that tanukis be considered a separate species. Description of the tanuki. Although all tanukis are furry, they differ in distinct marking and coloring. The fur for some of these animals is brown with dark marks, while for others, the coat is tan, gray, or silver. In all, the fur is soft, thick, and long. It grows even dense during the cold season. All tanukis also feature fluffy tails that tend to be a shade darker than the rest of the body. Their facial features and fur contain dark markings that resemble those of a common raccoon, hence the name raccoon dog. The ears of the tanuki are triangular with rounded or blunt edges. Interestingly, although the tanuki are dogs, they do not bark. They whine or growl like their wolverine relatives. A whining sound is a sign of comfort and submission, while a growl is a sign of distress, anger, or danger. Also, unlike other dog species, tanukis have flat molars and small canine teeth. Given that they like to inhabit dense forests and river banks, this is not surprising. When fully grown, tanukis can measure up to about 28 inches in length and weigh up to about 15 pounds in the winter. Body weight may increase significantly at the beginning of winter, following intense summer feeding, before the animal goes to hibernation. Thus, tanukis may look different from one season to another, both in size and color. For example, tanuki fur tends to become thick and brown or brownish-gray in the winter and reddish in the summer. Although coloring may differ from one tanuki to another, there is an observable color pattern in their bodies. For example, every individual tanuki tends to have black stripes on their back that extend towards the shoulder where it widens to form a cross shape. Additionally, tanukis have yellowish-brown bellies, elongated torsos, short ears, short legs, pointed snouts, and a stocky body. Other noticeable tanuki features include dexterous front paws and curved claws. These features make it easy for the tanuki to hold on to slippery prey, like fish, and climb trees. As if that is not enough, the tanuki washes its food sometimes. One can distinguish the Japanese raccoon dog from any other dog by their small heads with pointed, low-profile rostra. Although the animal's molars are relatively large, they have reduced carnassials and a total of 42 or 44 teeth. The dental formula is I3/3, C1/1, P4/4, M2 or 3/3. Tanukis range in height from 38 to 51 centimeters and measure between 50 to 68 centimeters from the head to rump. The tail may be anything between 13 to 25 centimeters long. In the summer, the tanuki's weight will range from 4 to 6 kilograms and 6 to 10 kilograms in winter. Tanukis are found mostly in Japan, and they tend to be smaller than individuals located in Europe and other parts of the world. Tanuki has many relatives. That is, there are many subspecies of the raccoon dog, which is why discrepancies between their body measurements. Mating behavior. When it comes to mating, tanukis are very interesting. For one, not much is known about their mating behaviors and seasons. However, these animals tend to maintain one mating partner for long periods. In some cases, tanukis change their sexual partners once or so a year. Captive individuals tend to have multiple partners. When tanukis pair in the mating season, they remain so until the offspring have become independent. The mating season for the tanuki starts between February and April when the animals have come from hibernation. Females are pregnant for 60 to 70 days and produce 6 to 7 puppies and sometimes more. Both parents take part in rearing and protecting the pups. The puppies feed exclusively on the mother's milk during the first month of life. After that, they supplement the milk with meat. At about 4 to 5 months, the puppies become independent and reach sexual maturity at 8 to 10 months. In the wild, tanukis can live for between 6 and 7 years in the wild and up to 11 years in captivity. Characteristics and features. Over the years, tanukis have developed characteristics and features that have enabled them to survive in a harsh environment. The thick fur on the animal keeps it warm, especially during the cold season. The fur is also useful for keeping the animal warm at night and it is most active. Tanukis are nocturnal animals and love to sleep during the day. The curved claws and dexterous paws help the animal to hold its prey well. It also helps the animal to forage around because tanukis are carnivores. When looking for fruits and leaves, tanukis use their claws and paws to climb trees. Tanukis also love to live near streams so that they can have unlimited access to fish. When the weather gets too cold, and rivers frozen, tanukis hibernate. The animal's adaptation has made it flourish through the years such that its conservation status is least concern. Nonetheless, it has predators, which include wolves, birds of prey, badgers, and foxes. Impact of the human activities on the tanuki. Human activities over the years have not had any significant impact on tanuki. The only concern now is that human activities are changing the social behavior of these trickster dogs. For example, tanukis are private animals, and their continued domestication affects their defecation routines to relieve themselves. The captivity also impacts the social lives of the tanukis. In zoos, Japanese raccoon dogs seem to have different scent communications. Notably, human activity has also affected the natural habitat of the tanuki. The animal is native to Asia but has been introduced to Europe, the Americas, and other parts of the world. Consequently, they have now adapted to different environments. Luckily, so far, human activity is not a threat to the existence of the tanuki.